Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. In 1998, the music scene was spellbound by the introduction collection of a flexible craftsman, an artist lyricist, a violin player, and a traditionally prepared tap artist and ballet performer. Her exceptional gifts imbued a new energy into the business, starting assumptions for a dependable charge control teaming up with an assorted scope of specialists from dark road to mace pra and ODB. She displayed her melodic ability. She likewise caught a Grammy, took a stab at acting, and, surprisingly, in the movie Will We Dance Throughout the Long Term? Maya's presence at the center of attention dwindled, and there are few purposes for her deliberate retreat. The story unfurls with the lamentable truth of men in the business, engendering harmful bits of gossip about her, pondering her two very long-term ventures in the business she shared. I've heard everything about me, and different females as well. Yet for the most part, the females get examined and the guys get commended, adding to the difficulties bungled by her record name, combined with a psychological wellness breakdown that almost prompted the disentangling of her life. This is what truly befell. Maya Harrison's excursion into the universe of music started at the youthful age of 4. Motivated by her dad Sherman, an artist, watching him act in chapel lighted an enthusiasm inside her and a longing to share the profound association music got her with others. A meeting with Energy magazine Maya described how her father's exhibition moved her, igniting the desire to summon comparable sentiments in her crowd, upheld by her folks Teresa, a bookkeeper, and Sherman, both of whom assumed the jobs of supervisors. Maya's melodic abilities thrived, and her dad assumed a vital role in improving her vocal abilities, and together they wandered into the music business while still a teen in secondary school. Maya's demo grabbed the eye of the business, prompting a recording contract with Scope Records. Over the course of the following 2 years, Maya's record mark coordinated a stalwart cooperation with industry Goliaths, for example, Missy Elliott, Drew Slope, Diane Warren, and Silk the Stunner in April 1998. At 18 years old, Maya's self-named collection was uncovered to the world, rapidly achieving platinum status, with north of 2 million duplicates sold internationally. It appeared as though a fantasy, her fantasies emerging before her eyes, yet as the world commended her prosperity, a looming trouble waited not far off, denoting the start of another section in Maya's wonderful yet testing. Around the same time Maya's introduction collection hit the racks. Her reality took a grave turn. Her mom's conclusion of bosom disease concurred with the unwinding of her folks' marriage, confronting the cruel truth of these individual difficulties. Maya's mom went through clinic therapy, unfaltering in excess until the separation procedures finished up as she imparted to Energy magazine. At the same time, Maya wound up in an overwhelming situation inside the music business as the sole R&B craftsman on her Marks program. The strained arrival laid out teen behaves like a liar. Cognac and Monica escalated regardless of the strife in her own life, not set in stone to do right by her record. Mark, the open door introduced by her record bargain, was stupendous, and her general objective was to monetarily support her whole family anyway. The burden on youthful Maya became overpowering. Vulnerability lingered over her mom's endurance, and the trepidation that her dad could surrender to the pressure weighed vigorously on her. Besides, the shame of her family crumbling intensified the profound cost. Because of these difficulties, Maya made a tough decision. She cut off proficient binds with her dad, who'd been dealing with her vocation. In the background, she went to petition and shed tears as survival techniques explored a tempestuous period with flexibility and assurance notwithstanding private difficulties. Maya Harrison wrestled with a tough decision, uncovering her battles to her record mark, or moving forward quietly, dreading they could implement an obligatory emotional wellness break. Selecting the last, she persisted in gathering her authoritative commitments while hiding the unrest she was going through in spite of the internal conflict. Maya went ahead, conveying 2 additional collections. Dread of flying in the 200 temperament ring in 2003 anyway, perceiving the need to focus on her prosperity. Maya made an essential choice in 2005. Maya set out on an excursion of self-revelation, and recuperating her sibling assumed an urgent role by developing a recording studio, empowering her to dig into her imaginative interests. All the while, Maya laid out a philanthropic establishment pointed towards supporting youngsters from broken homes, mirroring her obligation to have a constructive outcome beyond the domain of music during this period. She additionally assumed the job of a jazz dance educator, adding one more aspect to her assorted range of abilities while endeavoring to carry harmony and congruity to her close family. Maya kept on wrestling with the business assumptions in spite of her goals to take a rest. Outer constraints constrained her to stay associated with the music scene. In 2005, Maya Harrison decisively went into an association with Passage Demonstrating Office and coordinated the contribution of another supervisory group to explore her singing vocation. This was undeniably a crucial second in Maya's expert process as she tried to revive her presence in the business anyway. The way forward was not without challenges. Maya's newly discovered chief proposed a system including a high-profile VIP collusion to raise her vocation, notwithstanding the potential for expanded perceivability. Maya stayed relentless in her obligation to credibility. In a meeting with Hot 97, she revealed her principled position relating to occasions where she ended numerous directors and marketing experts who pushed for devised connections to help collection deals in spite of her fearless dismissal of such practice-driven approaches. Maya found herself trapped in the media's room. Talk Factory 2005 saw the rise of a quarrel between unmistakable rappers. 50 Penny in an unforeseen turn, the two craftsmen guaranteed cozy associations, with Maya catching her in their public question in 2006, in the midst of her thriving acting profession. Maya Harrison took a huge action by leaving her unique record organization and conforming to widespread moan. This change denoted a vital second as Maya wandered into the production of her fourth collection. Freedom finished in a great 3-month length. Anyway, the excursion veered off in a strange direction as financial plan limitations prompted rehashed defers in the collection's delivery. In the end, Freedom found its direction to the public, rashly coincidentally spilled in Japan. The unplanned hole gave Maya a basic choice natural to craftsmen in the computerized age: whether to seek after lawful activity or embrace the newly discovered freedom presented by going it alone. Confronted with this junction, her record mark picked a particular methodology delivering freedom. Presented by going it alone, confronted with this junction, her record mark picked a particular methodology delivering freedom only as a computerized download in October 2007. This capricious delivery system left Maya disappointed, mirroring the difficulties specialists face, while exploring the consistently developing scene of the music business, baffled with her mark in the business at large. Maya chose to assume control over issues in 2008. She disavowed widespread mowdown and laid out her own mark. In a meeting with the Blast Box, Maya stressed the freeing part of her newly discovered autonomy, which features the opportunity to direct the planning of her deliveries without outside tensions or cutoff times. Planet 9 for Maya isn't simply a mark. It's a whole universe. It fills in as a safe haven where she disengages from the intricacies of the natural domain, participating in supplication, contemplation, and contemplation while keeping her own guidelines. This individual asylum reaches out past Maya herself, giving an extraordinary space to her fans to join her in this common excursion. A few fans have become necessary pieces of this unmistakable world, mirroring the harmonious connection among Maya and her allies inside the bounds of Planet 9 in. A discussion with Quintessence, Maya Harrison shared an endearing anecdote about a skilled fan from Mexico who made works of art for her, dazzled by the fans' creative abilities. Maya proceeded to recruit them at Planet 9, currently part of the group the fan is liable for. Planning limited-time flag collection covers and visiting pennants, Maya's association with her fans goes beyond appreciation. She effectively includes them in her process. A few fans have gone through preparation from Maya herself, taking on jobs as street supervisors and photographic artists, displaying a one-of-a-kind and cooperative connection between the craftsman and her committed allies. In 2008, Maya Harrison denoted her melodic excursion with the arrival of Sugar and Flavor. The next year, she exhibited her dance ability on the famous show Hitting the Dance Floor with the Stars and growing her presence past the domain of music. The year 2011 saw the disclosing of her collection of kisses, mirroring Maya's non-stop obligation to her art as an autonomous craftsman. Maya assumed responsibility for her account, delivering 3 EPs in 2014 and 2015 before getting back in the saddle with her studio collection Smooth Jones in 2016. This delivery collected industry consideration, procuring Maya a designation for Best R&B Collection at the esteemed 2017 Grammys. Expanding on this energy, Maya celebrated the 20th anniversary of her presentation collection with the arrival of a technical knockout. The knockout on April 20, 2018, exhibiting her perseverance through influence on the music scene. Maya's perseverance through association with her fans is clear, as she has habitually moved toward excited audience members hankering for new music accordingly. She nimbly guides them to her site and virtual entertainment stages, guaranteeing them that her melodic excursion proceeds unabated in spite of adopting an alternate strategy for her vocation. See you in the next part. Thanks for watching this video.